Begin all things first by using El Kalum or Nupu, all in all. Welcome to Nukashi Radio, radio for the gilding of the mind, for the families of the mind. We are here to mind our minds for the jewels of our souls. Tonight's show is for
Noologist Teachers.
who?
Noologist Teachers.
No, that's tomorrow night's show. Tonight's show is Oh no, that is tonight's show is New University Noologist Teachers, and pretty much we'll like the topic says, we'll pretty much be discussing Noology, what it actually is, and going into how we will be needing teachers and instructors for the curriculum that we have for the new university college, pretty much, and also the elementaries and middle schools and intermediate schools, and also homeschooling that we would like to do. Pretty much like we say on every show, we're looking for those who would like to sponsor the show and also advertise on our show. We have 30-second slots, 45-second slots, 60-second slots, and pretty much we need musicians, artists who would like to get their music played, and also producers who would like to have their instrumentals played, as a backdrop in the background, while we do special sequences in the show, or have you sequels and special sequels in the show, and pretty much have your music running for that, and have the instrumental running for that. And it's me and my brother Jamie here, brother Jamie Barberson Smith, in the building with me tonight.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, and we pretty much were discussing just as far as like the teachers. We need teachers. That's the topic for tonight's show. We need Noologist teachers, and I'll be discussing and talking about what Noology is and what the science of it means and what it's about, pretty much, and what it has to do with Nupu and the science of Noon. But pretty much, like I said, we need teachers, and those who already have experience is totally welcome. If you're looking for something that's outside of the United States, curriculum standard, pretty much this is that opportunity. We're looking for teachers with all type of backgrounds and expertise.
And basically, not only expertise, we are looking for teachers who's not going to stop learning. Basically, we need teachers that's going to keep learning and also willing to learn. So we're not recruiting just teachers, we're recruiting students as well.
Yes, we need students of Noon, or Noology students. And Noology pretty much derives from the Greek word nous and logos. Noology is pretty much a systematic study and organization of everything, dealing with knowing and knowledge. It's also used to describe intellectual phenomenon, and it pretty much studies the images of thoughts and their emergence, how they formed and generated, the genealogy of them, and pretty much the thoughts creations, the creations of thought, pretty much. The most general term of reference of which Noology can be known as is called it's pretty much referenced as rationalism. And if you don't have a good understanding of what rationalism is, it's pretty much a view that regards reason, as the source for the testing of all knowledge, and pretty much used as a verification tool. So with Noologist, we pretty much will be affirming a lot of things that have been taught, by our ancient ones and learned men of old, and of course in our recent last 600,000 years. And we pretty much need teachers that are looking to become studied up and practitioners of this doctrine and masters of this doctrine, not just practitioners of it, but masters of the doctrine. And we pretty much will be advocating the science of the mind. And there's not I'm not sure who's all is listening and who all that's familiar with neuro-linguistic programming, but that's similar to the things that we pretty much offer a part of this study and a part of this this university. And pretty much it's the major for the university and the major, the major construct behind the whole curriculum of the university. And like I said, we're pretty much well equipped to give the template to teachers that will be pretty much learning the philosophy, so to speak, and the academics of what Noologist actually is. And we pretty much will be going from them with the teachers, and have we also, like I said, we also need instructors, people that would like to be teaching on the side, things that's dealing with special education and things of that nature. And especially if you have especially if you have experience in it already prior beforehand, that would be pretty much a beautiful thing, because you will be able to help guide us and give us great advice on what we need to do for as children with special needs and things of that nature coming into this type of learning.
And the type of learner that we're trying to basically not impose or oppose or anything on there. We're just trying to have our own way of thinking or thought.
Yeah. So we can pretty much actually branch off and have our own, set curriculum for our own people, pretty much. And pretty much, have a upbringing for people for the next generation. You know what I mean?
The new generation, or the neophytes, or the Noologist teachers, were basically that's what we're basically looking for. And then we're on top of that, we're basically looking for people with the expertise to help us out in our quest as oneness, as far as the new university, the Noologist, and the study of Noologists. And also too, we're stressing the fact that we need our kids involved, and our most importantly, we're needing people to walk the
walk the what?
Walk the path.
Walk the path of what?
With the walk the path with the Noologist.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I mean, pretty much like the path that we have embarked out for these new students of Noologist is pretty much a natural philosophy, and it's pretty much it's like I said, like I say on any other show, we don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel. Just, do it over again, which therefore things will be done in a new state or new setting, or do things with a new consciousness, so to speak, like a fresh restart. And pretty much Noology, it gives a whole view, like I say, it's a fresh restart, but it also at the same time gives you a holistic view on the things that you'll be dealing with, for as life and nature, as it is, as in its entirety. You get what I mean? And like I said, as far as the teachers go, we need teachers that are willing to learn a new system of teaching, and also a more interactive way of learning, and actually learning with their students and growing with their students as things move along in the school seasons and things like that, and as school semesters pass along, and pretty much set a new standard for what academia should be, and pretty much set the record straight for what Nubian culture should be, and what a true culture society should look like, especially coming from an academic standpoint, and where we stand as a people, and in our intelligence level. And pretty much from there, like the teachers that we can get involved with this, I mean, it's pretty much like it's showing not just like the intelligence that we have within already our amongst our educated people, but also like the love we have for each other, like that is left that is left around the planet, to be seen, because I mean, it's not too much of it to be seen around the planet, in these days and times that we live in, when everything is really based off of capitalism and or materialism. And education is no longer free, anymore. And to learn is no longer free. We pretty much have been in an education. I mean, not education. Well, yeah, education, but information war since last 6,000 years, pretty much. And I guess, some people call it, whatever they like to call it, different terms. People use different terminologies, like the Dark Ages, things like that. We call it the moon cycle or whatever, and or the equinox, or whatever. But like coming into this new cycle, like we need a new template, template of study, and also people that are bravehearted enough to step out into the forefront and be teachers in the system that we're creating here, and unifying amongst all the people that's already doing homeschooling, that's already thinking about creating their own colleges or becoming teachers, but they don't want to learn and become certified through the United States system, which is also already bankrupt, which most people don't know about. And it's like, it's a matter of time before, the masses figure out that what's going on, and catch on that this is a corporation, and that we're dealing with businesses and not, an actual country, and, make a change for the better, for the whole, which is proper economics, and pretty much get some things done, because the people who control the information is, the actual people who control, and run the world, or has to say so on the directions of the world and where, its go abouts. And like we get so sidetracked by thinking that the wealthy are the people who run the world, the rich are the people who run the world, and that's not really true. The people who hold the most information is pretty much the people who run and operate the world. And